What's up, everybody? So, it's been a minute since I've done one of these, but I just wanted to make a quick video because it's something that recently just came up and it's fresh on my mind, and I just thought it was worth sharing and also just worth bringing up again for myself. And what it's about is other people's opinions about you and not taking other people's opinions about you so personally. And I just wanted to share a quick little story about what I'm learning about that, and also the reason why I'm constantly reminding myself not to take it so personally whenever someone shares their opinion about me, especially if it's not good. But at the same time, even when it is good, not taking that so personally, because for the same reasons of why you don't want to take their opinions personally at all. And this really sunk in for me um, literally, I think 2 days ago. Actually, it was yesterday. Now that I think about it, it was yesterday. I got a message from somebody whose opinion that I greatly respect, and he was just sharing with me that he wasn't feeling my footage that I sent, and I felt myself taking it very personally. Like usually I'd be like, okay, cool. Um, there's something I can learn from this, right? And there is always something that you can learn from it. But then I remembered back to two different occasions, um, one dealing with him and one dealing with myself, where he said something similar about my footage. He was reviewing my footage, and I was getting I was what's it called? Getting a consultant. I went to him for consulting to help me, do what I'm trying to do to take the next level jump for my career. And he told me how he felt about the footage that I had, and he said, he wasn't really feeling it. And I was like, all right, cool. So I took the footage down, and ended up getting some different footage. And for whatever reason, I ended up putting the footage back up because I think somebody wanted to see it, or I had a reason. I can't remember the reason why I put the footage back up there. I think I may have renamed it, and I went back to the guy who said that he wasn't really feeling the footage. This was like 3 or 4 months later. He looked at that exact same footage and said that he liked it, right? Nothing changed from the footage except the name. And but the opinion was greatly shifted. And I didn't even mention it whenever he said it, but it was something that stuck in the back of my mind. I was like, that's interesting. Why that change occurred. And then I thought back to my own self the second time that I was thinking about myself, my own personal opinion of a short that I shot that I was a part of, not that I shot, that when I first saw the footage of it, when I saw like the playback when they sent me the finished product, I was like, I'm not in love with this. This is not great. And literally 6 months later, like I didn't take a look at it anymore, fresh out of my mind. And then I decided 6 months later to watch it back so I can kind of learn from it, review the footage, see what went good, see what went bad. And it felt like a completely different film than I watched 6 months ago. Like I was like, oh, this is actually really good. I actually like a lot of what I did here. I did not have that opinion at all 6 months ago. So knowing that I can do that for myself, that my opinion can greatly change about the exact same performance that I just saw before. Maybe I'm at a different place in my life. Maybe something's happened in my life where something about this performance that I saw, something about this story that I'm seeing now is impacting me differently than it did before. Or maybe I'm not as close to it. If I know that my opinion can change about my own performance, why in the world would I hold someone else's opinion to a different standard than my own? And when I say what I mean by that is I can't beat myself up over my own opinion about a performance that, for one, is subjective, which means it's going to change depending on where it is that I am in life and how I'm feeling that day. And maybe, maybe I didn't get any sleep the night before, or maybe I didn't eat something, or maybe I ate too much or something like that. And knowing that my opinion will change, and it's not the end all be all. Like if I don't like something, that it'll change. If I know that that's the case for myself, then of course it's going to be the case for someone else. And for me to get all upset, like, yo, this guy doesn't like what I did. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with my performance. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. Taking it very, very personally would be just a disservice to myself, and it's unfair to myself to do something like that. And when I realized that, I still took it a little personally. I'm not gonna lie, but it really helped. It really helped me with understanding and processing like what may be going on, why he may be saying that, and also like I wouldn't say not valuing it as much, but just again, just going back to like not taking it as personal as I may have would have in the past, and knowing that this is just one person's opinion. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's at in life. I don't know what's going on. It's been the holidays. He could be stressed out. He could be super happy. Like if he gave me a good opinion of like the footage, that I couldn't take that as personal as well, because he may be in a place in his life where that is the case. So I ended up taking what I could from it. Like, all right, because when he said something about the quality of it, how it was shot, and I was like, okay, maybe I could see that. Um, but when he talked about the acting, I was like, I don't necessarily agree with that. And this is not me like being egotistical or anything like that. I really felt like the acting in it was good. And his opinion saying that he's seen better of me. Um, Maybe that may be true, but I personally felt when I did that, I did the best that I could. And even reviewing it back, I was like, yo, this is still pretty good. So my opinion on my own performance didn't change after hearing his feedback from it. Um, I just thought that was so important. Like the thing that is just really stuck in my mind right now is I, I I can't allow someone else's opinion, whether it be good or bad, to change how I feel about my own performance or something. It doesn't even have to be my performance. It can just be about anything, truthfully. Obviously you want to get feedback from some people, especially if you value their opinion, like their experience, and they may bring a different perspective that you don't have, but not overvaluing their opinion or their feedback to the point where you're like trying to figure out in your mind where you went wrong. Um, because you never know like where it is that they're coming from, why it is that they're giving their opinion, why it is that they're giving that opinion of it. I think that's also why it's important to ask questions, especially if it's something that you don't understand. But even to that point, like to that extent, I think it is very, very important to trust yourself and to trust like your own eyes and your own mind and your own creativity to what it is that you're seeing. I think it goes back to that old analogy of like you can have like the best peaches ever, but if the person doesn't like peaches, then they're not gonna rock with your peaches, no matter how good they are or how bad they are, right? Um, yeah, that's really the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway I got from this last encounter. I'm still gonna go to the person for feedback and for different reasons. Because he's a great resource. He's a great person as well, not just a resource, but he's a great person. And even if you really want someone to like your thing, like this is someone's opinion who, like I said, I greatly respect. It's even more important to keep this lesson, this learned lesson, like reinforced and reminding myself of it, because I want his opinion of my footage to be good, but I can't overvalue that. Like whether it be good or bad, I can't overvalue his opinion over my own. Um, because it really comes down to like I have to trust myself. I have to trust myself and my own opinion of my stuff. There's always room for improvement, always room for improvement. But if you know that you did the best that you could when you did it at that point in time, then that's something that you have to like rest your hat on. Again, you can always look for improvements. Like okay, maybe I can change this, I can change that. But like the choices that I made in the footage that I made, I was like, yo, this is really freaking good. So I feel like I'm talking in circles right now. So and I didn't want this video to be longer than 10 minutes. So yeah, just trust yourself. Don't overvalue someone else's feedback, even if you really respect their feedback. Don't overvalue it over your own. You have to trust your eyes, you have to trust yourself, you have to trust your own mind and trust your own creativity and your own creative force. Because that's really how everyone gets there, because everyone is just saying their opinion. Like no one has the end all be all, the formula for the perfect take or the perfect uh, whatever it is that you're creating. Nobody does. You do the best you can, live with the results. Don't take things so personal, even if it's yourself. Hope you guys have a good one. See you guys later.